Why, hello there! You've probably seen these things before, and you've probably seen these in clocks, but I bet you don't know how these gears make clocks tick. At the end, I will make sure you understand the essence of gears.
Why, hello there, smart viewer! If you're interested in getting a shout-out in the next video, you're going to have to do a little challenge. You're going to have to use clues throughout the video to find a mystery word. The first 5 people to get the word gets a hearted comment and a shout-out. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy Saptums.
In your experience, you've seen that gears can mesh or connect onto other gears to rotate them. They can mesh onto smaller gears, gears with the same size, and bigger gears. 2 or more of these meshed gears is called a gear train. These pointy things are called teeth and will be important for what we'll be talking about. Ah! Oh, crap! I can't move my legs.
As we've already talked about, gears come in different sizes: small, medium, or big. Not only that, but most of the time, the changing gear size also changes the amount of teeth on gears. Smaller gears with less teeth would rotate faster than larger gears with more teeth. One big distinction to make is that if one gear is rotating clockwise, then the other gear should be rotating counterclockwise. Thanks for listening, and I hope we meet again on Consider the Following.
So now, with this information, you may be wondering, how are gears used in the first place? Well, to answer that, I'll have to show you this.
Let's watch a race between a car with gears and a car without gears. Who do you put your money on? Leave your bet in the comments.
As you can see, this blue toy car drove way faster than the red toy car. This is because the motors inside both of the cars spin very fast, but can't rotate the tire as fast. The blue car solves this by achieving mechanical advantage.
The viewers speak English.
Oh yeah! Mechanical advantage is when we trade rotational speed of the motor for that twisting force, torque. Think of mechanical advantage as a trade between 2 people. One exchanges a good with another. But what if we want to modify the blue car to go even faster? This is when gear ratios come in. So what is a gear ratio? Gear ratios describe the rotational relationships between gears with different amounts of teeth. This means that it compares how many times one gear rotates to how many times a different gear rotates. Consider this gear train. The driver gear, or the gear that is connected to the motor source, has 12 teeth. The driven gear, or the gear connected to the driver, has 36 teeth. We can divide the amount of teeth the driving gear has by the amount of teeth the driver gear has to get a ratio of 3:1. This ratio explains that for every 3 times the 12-tooth gear rotates, the 36-tooth gear rotates once. Here's another example. We have a driver gear with 5 teeth and a driven gear with 25 teeth. We divide and get a 5:1 gear ratio. Again, this means that for every 5 times the 5-tooth gear rotates, the 25-tooth gear rotates once. And this is the art of gear ratios. Now for the main event you've all been waiting for. You might be wondering, how does all this information tell us time? In pendulum clocks, complex gear trains control the second, minute, and hour hand. They include gear ratios of 60:1 and 12:1. 60:1 describes that for every 60 revolutions the second hand makes, the minute hand makes 1 revolution. 12:1 describes for every 12 revolutions the minute hand makes, the hour hand makes 1 revolution. And that's all I have to say about gears. I hope you learned something today, and stay tuned for next video's shoutouts. I'm George.
And I'm Sean.
And thanks for watching.
Made by Sapdoms.